Hello, Commander.
Dang, I'm not even getting enough time to eat my food. I cry. Alrighty, kids. So it is a best of 3. And what is the saying? It's like the first verse or the second verse, same as the first, but a whole lot better and a whole lot worse. Basically, now it's slightly further away. Spawns with Squid Fighter up 1 game against his opponent in the red trunks, and his opponents spawning in the blue trunks. Let me just tab that out real quick. There we go. Didn't do what I was hoping. There we go. All right, perfect. So yeah, his opponent spawning in the blue trunks at the very south in the blue. It is the Scriptan, who is currently down a map. I think really the biggest issue was that Lord Carther came out early, or came out super late. The Jester was a good idea, but it didn't cancel or stop the level 3. And once he got level 3 over his opponent, that was game right then and there. Not getting level 3 against your opponent is literally the game, because of the CC that it does against your weaker units. So that's why, again, I'm still of the opinion that either the CC or all special hero abilities needs to be boosted to like level 4, maybe even 5. That way it allows for just a longer game. I mean, it's not like game breaking either. It allows for players to be a lot more aggressive into each other, or at least attack. And that way you don't just kind of have this constant like, well, I have level 3, you're still level 1, bye-bye. And and then game's over in like 4 minutes. That's why I was kind of thinking, is like, if we ever have tournament games, right, you might as well just make it a best of 7, because if every game is over in 4 minutes, like, it's not really a hard competitive game. Ooh, gotta be careful, dog. Okay, sorry, so we haven't really been talking about those. Oh, look at that. Oh, that deny would have been perfect. So Squid Fighter going for the 1 house into double training camps, and his opponent pretty much doing the exact same thing, except a much, much faster Lord Carther. Oh, but it's a Lady Vanya this time, so I love Squid Fighter's mentality. He knows that he defeated his opponent on a Lord Carther early game fight. So he knows that his opponent is very likely going to go for another LK fight again, but this time he is picking LK's counter, which is Lady Vanya, usually. Now, in God Hands, who knows what might happen, but dang, that little Red Riding Hood. Windwalk, I guess he wanted to do it. Hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? Pops the Q and just going to back off. I feel like Lady Vanya could have done a little bit more damage with the aggression, but I guess not. Doesn't want to really push into it, so that's not the end of the world. I'm gonna do some just creeping now with the LK going after the creeps to the south, and LV going for the creeps to the north. Now, of course, we do still have the creeps kind of in like the middle, closer to each of their bases, but Lady Vanya's not feeling it. No, just waiting for a knight. Okay, waiting for a knight to push in so that she doesn't have to tank it all by herself, which is really smart. Level 2 LK, gonna be taking the creeps right here very likely, and then pushing north to try and kind of just scout to see if maybe he can get some denial with LK level 3. But at that point, hopefully, Lady Vanya will be already on her way over to the second creep camps, and yeah, both good. So both heroes gonna get to level 3, no big deal, no problem. Blacksmith for Squid Fighter, so it looks like he might be going to a very heavy footman frenzy. Would love to see what kind of tech he decides to get. And it's just creeping. I think the dog just died, not the end of the world. House, no blacksmith here from the Scriptan, so very important to know. No blacksmith whatsoever. We do have the 2. Hello, and there's the blacksmith. Okay, so just a delayed blacksmith then against his opponent, who does have the blacksmith up, and just managing to steal some creeps right now. So it's a level 2 LK, gonna be level 3 at that. Level 3, yeah, Lady Vanya, who's actually a bit XP ahead. Well, let's take a look here. Hang on, let's see. Oh no, okay, Lord Carther has just been ahead. Oh, here's the engagement. Both players starting to space each other out because they know that this is the first engagement is always the most important. Big multi-shot, but hang on, here comes the fear from LK. And boom, there it is. Jesters scattering everywhere, but this Jester is still alive. Lady Vanya actually didn't really path anywhere too crazy, but the Jesters are still managing to hold their own. Great frost shot from Lady Vanya, and now the Jesters are trying to get on top of the LK to try and get the backstab damage, and actually a very controlled. Oh, Kobe! Bam! Oh, so close. He got him. He did get him. Okay, so yeah, that's game pretty much. Lots of units still up for red. Lady Vanya's still on almost half HP, and now she can pretty much just farm these knights pretty willy-nilly, or excuse me, footmen. And yeah, really, don't even bother trying to go after units, just pop right here. No, he's gonna actually be going for the hero throne. No LK built just yet, and yeah, you can see the footmen are already trying, or the workers trying to get themselves situated. At this point, I think it's really important that LV tries to push in and get some aggression going here in this worker line, because right now, yes, it was a lot of really solid damage, and she will be up in the level, but there was no economic damage. There was no building damage. I mean, the blacksmith is still standing, speaking of which. Okay, weapons 1 has just started. We do have armor 1 already on these footmen, which is really important to note. So they are able to take more damage, and they will very soon here have additional... Where are you going, Jester? They will have additional damage dealing, so that's good. Scouts kind of just going every which way. Double Jesters looking probably for an expo that might be hidden, but Squid Fighter not doing the early expansion that cost him the game last time, and is now just going for this really nice and easy heavy footies with like 1 or 2 Jesters to kind of target down the hero. I really like the idea of adding in the Jesters, to be honest with you. It adds a little bit more complexity to your army, and watch, you'll just Q him and then gone. Completely decimated by the poison gas from the Jester and Lady Vanya's Q. So now he's going to target down the hero throne, and that should pretty much be game. There's no way that he can come back from this unless, I don't know, what? Okay. Unless he decides to just... Unless the game accidentally crashes or something. So, GG. That's all she wrote, folks. So, 2-0, Squid Fighter. Now, I don't know if this is a best of 3 or best of 5. If it's a best of 3, then Squid Fighter is just taking the series. If it's a best of 5, the Scriptan has one more attempt to try and pull it back if he can.